This is Ms. 100.
And this is Lady T.
And we are the Hood Geniuses Podcast.
Every Monday we are releasing an episode, so make sure y'all stay tuned.
And you can follow us on Twitter at Hood Geniuses Pod, on Facebook, Hood Geniuses Podcast, and on IG, Hood Geniuses Pod.
And make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube page so y'all can see us live and in the flesh.
Yeah, and we don't need Lady T to knuck and buck for y'all to start listening to us. You know what I'm saying? So don't make Lady T knuck and buck.
Hey, listen, I mean, eventually, you know what I'm saying, Lady T is getting up in age, so I may be in my wheelchair on my cane, I don't know. But I will get to you.
Yeah, so make sure y'all do that. Hit that subscribe button, follow, and y'all can email us at hoodgeniuspod@gmail.com. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charlene Tamika Keith, and I am here with Hood Geniuses, Lady T and Ms. 100.
This is Ms. 100.
And this is Lady T.
And we are the Hood Geniuses Podcast. And this is an exclusive interview with Charlene Tamika Keith. And she's going to be talking to us about her Pamper Drive and many events that she's actually supporting in the community of Philadelphia. All the surrounding communities that she can reach out to. And y'all know how we like to do this. We get into discussing our weeks. Lady T, you want to go first this week? Or, the last episode 75, it was on fire. So to our loyal listeners out there that was listening to the last episode, or if you didn't yet, we was poolside at the, at Frog Mellow. Y'all know who he is. He had a pool party, and it was a wild, raunchy episode. For the most part, I would say
something new that we actually did.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sober today. I feel thankful for that.
That is good.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll just get into discussing, what happened during my week first. It was great. I had a smooth weekend. Work was lovely, actually. I had no problems, no issues. I was at work just floating. You know what I'm saying? I was just, waiting to get off. Everything at 4:30. It was no drama. No drama at work. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. But one of the most exciting things was that we finally got on Spotify now. So we're not only on Apple Podcasts, Spreakers, we everywhere now. I mean, like, Spotify just like solidified everything, besides iHeart. iHeart said we got to have 10,000 listeners before we can get on there. iHeart is really a big deal, though.
Need to have a little more heart. And just let us get on up on it. Hood Geniuses, we need to be everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. So, Charlene, how was your week?
My week was fine. Work was great. I do immigration work at a law firm, at a big law firm. But my low during this week was, trying to make sure that I have everything that I have my Pamper Drive, and I really don't have everything. But my high, through the grace of God, is one of my sponsors, a business person, called me and said, whatever you're short on, I'm going to get it all. Thank you, God. God is so good. So that's been, over my head and bothering me and whatever. But God comes when He comes, right on time.
Yeah, congratulations to you for that, yo. Yes. That's huge.
That's a huge blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We waiting for our blessing to get a sponsor or something like that. Some investors, you know what I'm saying? Because we always go in our pockets. Now we coming up with, our shit looking like, rabbit ears. You know what I'm saying? All the money that we invest into, this Hood Geniuses brand, like we always say, it's just not a podcast. It's also a company, a brand, LLC. Y'all see the hashtags out there. But, I'm talking too much right now. So your week was truly a blessing that you got from, sponsor. That's really dope and awesome.
Yes. You know that saying that you just put in His hands, your blessing, let Him do the work.
Most definitely. Definitely. I want to be a blessing to whomever I can be a blessing to, including Hood Geniuses.
Oh, I like that.
I know that's right.
Because I know some folks.
Yes.
Yes. Well, now,
Well, wait a minute. I know I kind of went in on the other episode about my work week, but I just want to say this week, Lady T is sober, and I'm able to actually speak a little more gracefully. So I'm not going to take back how I felt about what I said on the last episode. I just want to say that even through that, how I feel, it's still a blessing to have a job. It's a little frustrating sometimes when you're trying to do the right thing and it's like, you feel like you're being attacked or they're going against the grain because it's not their ideal or it's just basically just want to just knock you down or like kind of like kill your vibe, but I just got to keep on fighting. I just got to keep standing my ground and keep being the person who I am and doing a great job. And it's all about patient care and patient quality. Sometimes you have to take things a little slow to give a better quality instead of always the quantity. Mm-hmm. And that's all I got to say about that. So other than that, I'm just blessed to have a job and, I just hope they didn't listen to that episode. But other than that, my work week was cool. My daughter's birthday, she turned to sweet 16, and now my youngest son, his birthday is coming up August the 6th. He'll be turning 7. So I'm just excited to see them growing and just enjoy life.
Wow!
And I'm making it easy for them. I want them to enjoy their childhood.
Yeah, let the children be children.
Let the children be children.
Because the real world is vicious.
Right. I don't shield them from the real world. Yeah. I just kind of like, I'm their shield. I not shield them. I kind of like teach them and show them. Mm-hmm. I don't, put up a white picket fence and say everything is great, everything is peaches and cream. It's just, I'm still their superwoman though.
Yeah, as you should be.
Gotta protect them.
Yeah.
I still have to let them get a taste of it. So they won't be shocked. There won't be a shock treatment. So I didn't expect this. I didn't know about this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but other than that, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Good job. It's all about the mommies and the children. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no doubt. But so right now we're gonna try to touch on some things before we actually get into the interview with Charlene. We're gonna touch on some things that happened in the news this week. Mm-hmm. First thing I want to salute to LeBron James for the I Promise school that he opened in Akron, Ohio, his hometown, Akron, Ohio. I think that's so dope. I mean, I was reading some of the things that he was offering with the school, and I was like in shock. Mm-hmm. Somebody had posted it. I had to actually take a picture of it and read this because it was just like I was in amazement of what he was offering. And I'm gonna read it right now. It's free tuition, free uniforms, free bikes and helmets, free transportation within 2 miles, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, food pantries for families, GEDs and job placement services for parents, and guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron for every student who graduates.
Yes.
I mean, this is major.
Can't get no better than that.
Major, yo.
Blessing in disguise. Yes.
It really is. And I'm not the biggest fan of him as far as like, basketball terms, but like I had said on Twitter during the week, and I was like, yo, like individually wise, like forget the basketball, like he's a champion.
Yeah, definitely.
To me, he's the real champ. He might not have he might not have all these championships as far as with basketball, but no, he's providing a champion. He's providing many champions, future champions, just by doing this. This is huge. I haven't even heard of, Will Smith doing anything like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think it's some of the biggest stars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like knock them because they do good things, but I think this is major. And on past episodes, me and Lady T actually talked about this kind of stuff. How our African American celebrities, they got to do more. They got to do more for our urban communities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I felt some type of way years back when Oprah went all the way to Africa to open a school. I'm not, mad about that, but I'm like, yo, our school systems are suffering here in America. Mm-hmm. And you go travel halfway around the world to provide them some schools and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think she should have, at least, especially where she's supposedly from, Chicago, right? She should attack there first. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But like all these African American celebrities is, they making, never in this world would we ever thought where we at now to see these African American celebrities, athletes making the kind of money they're getting. And I just don't think they're not doing enough. I mean, I understand that America is about capitalism, but I just believe that capitalism breeds separatism, individualism, and when some of them, when they become so rich and famous that they forget, these people are suffering from the same communities that you was raised in. You know what I mean? I just think you gotta do more. I felt the same. I feel the same way. This might be a little controversial, but I feel the same way about some black churches. I don't think some black churches do enough for the urban community. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. There are some that's doing some things, and they just not getting the help. From certain. You got to throw the politics in there because sometimes politicians block certain things from certain organizations. You know what I'm saying? Which that's not cool. But that happens, it's politics with everything. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like these celebrities getting big money, money talks. When they throw that money around, ain't nothing blocked. Ain't no politician blocked, because what happens is, in turn, when these politicians help a celebrity like this, or whatever, the celebrity is going to help them continue to stay in office and fund their campaigns and all that. One hand wash the other. You understand? But
I mean, we always talk about that, how a lot of celebrities now that was from Philadelphia, they do little things here and there, but nothing big like what LeBron James has done. And I always said with Kevin Hart in his position, I really felt as though that he could have done more. Besides that school that he donated like some computers, and they were robbed, and you just never heard of him doing anything else. It's like LeBron James is really set.
He set that bar high.
It's high. It's through the roof. And it's really, honestly, I was seeing some like negative feedback from that. And I'm like, how could you?
Really?
How could you? How could you say anything negative about this man? How could you say anything negative about this man? What this man is doing? And I'm saying, you know what? They did an interview with him. And they were talking about how racism, like, even though you're still doing the greatest thing ever, you did this, you still fighting with racism. Even in your position, the money that you're making, you're still fighting with racism. It's just sad. This is really sad, because he's not tearing away from saying that only all black kids can come here. It's anybody in need. And he's still trying to show people that we all need each other's help. And when is it going to stop? It needs to stop. Because our children are our future, and we always talk about that. And without us steering them into the correct way, they're going to go, it's going to be a circle. It's going to be a vicious circle. And they're going to grow up, and it's just going to be constant, hatred and racism, and it just has to stop. And it starts with home. It's what they're being taught. Because if you lay that foundation strong at home, they go out there, they're prepared. They're prepared for the war. They know it's always, follow your dreams, follow within your heart, follow, be a leader, not a follower.
Right.
And it's a shame that we're not there. Even in 2018, a lot of us not there.
Yeah.
And I honestly, that what he did, it brought tears in my eyes. Because there was tears of happiness and it was tears of sadness, because, like you said, he's in Chicago. He did what not Chicago. Where is he from? Cleveland. Sorry.
Akron, Ohio.
And here in Philadelphia, we have so many celebrities that's making it, that's doing great. And we're suffering right here in Philadelphia. And actually, Meek Mill hashtag said that that's one of his dreams. Mm-hmm. And I just hope that he sticks to it, because he had a lot of support.
I think he will, but he's just not at the money-wise. He's just not at LeBron James level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But
his friends are.
Yeah, he got some heavyweight friends.
Some heavyweight friends now. So
yeah, you think about it though, like what Bill Cosby probably was like one of the last people, like far as in Philadelphia that did major things.
Don't be afraid to speak his name, Bill Cosby. Everybody, Bill Cosby, the one they destroyed.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to buy NBC. Let's get that out there. Not because he was a rapist, because he wanted to buy NBC. He wanted to put out there the truth about the urban community. I'm not going to say black, because black is not even a race. about us, to teach us, to show us when he was trying to do it. And a lot of us were so ignorant and shielding against, like saying, well, he don't do enough, and he don't. Some people just want, like we was discussing earlier, want stuff for free.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. You know, we have to unite. We have to work together. One hand washes the other. We work together, not just one working, and then that's the team. Everyone has to come in together and do something, bring forth something.
But I think it has to be a community togetherness.
Mm-hmm.
If the community is not together in wanting certain things done, then it's not going to get done.
Right.
It's a mindset.
Right.
If you have everybody in a community that says, hey, we're going to make this school better, we're going to make sure this school has this, has that down the line, then it will happen. But until you get that, then it won't happen. Because certain people just, they're their own separate way. They don't agree with this, they don't agree with that. But when, like, even if it takes one person to get it started, it'll be started. Whether you got a lot of money or whether you got no money, it's going to come through because God make things happen.
Definitely nice.
Yeah.
That means actually parents actually coming out, not when it's a situation or you have to handle a problem, just coming out to some of the meetings and sitting in some of the meetings and hearing and meeting the teachers that's teaching your children. Not just meeting them when, okay, your child is in trouble.
Right.
Actually come up there and when they have teacher-parent meetings, come up there and talk and get to know who's actually teaching your children.
Yes.
And you can vote on saying, you know what, I don't want this teacher here.
Yes.
I don't think this teacher is good enough to teach my child or these children. You know, because that's what's going on too. We have a lot of racist teachers in our children's schools teaching them what they want to teach them and damaging them from first grade on up. Scolding them.
Sad.
Yes.
Sad.
So we have to be more involved.
But here's one thing I learned. I used to work at the post office for years.
Mm-hmm.
People in the 190 zip code, if you didn't have a mail right, if you didn't have a mail on time, you cannot come to their house at 5 o'clock and deliver a mail. You cannot do anything that just discourages that 190 area code. They will not accept it. They will shut it down until it gets right. They complain. 191 zip codes do not complain. That's why the mailman can come at 5 or 6 o'clock at our house and drop off the mail. Mm-hmm. That's why they can just throw the mail wherever they want, because 191 zip codes do not complain.
Mm-hmm. Yo, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact.
The mailman coming straight from the happy hour. Straight up. Straight from happy hour, yo. And I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I got an uncle. You know, he doesn't work there no more. You know, he worked for years. Boy was vicious. He was in the bar. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't in the bar, he was in some woman's panties. Why he supposed to be delivering mail? Okay. I'm trying to tell you, Uncle Lenny, off the hook. I don't know if he ever listened to this, but hey, it is what it is.
Put Uncle Lenny on the blast.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you right. You know, we just see stuff, and you know, I'm gonna tell you. You know, I've ride through our, you know, Philadelphia, the hood or whatever, different neighborhoods, and you know, some of the simple things like a dead cat in the middle of the street. That dead cat will turn to a fossil. Nobody will call up who they need to call the city up to get that removed or nothing. It'll just sit there. You know what I'm saying? It becomes food for like the squirrels and shit like that. And I think that's crazy because, you know, I lived out in the counties. They ain't allow that.
Not at all.
They ain't allow that. And as far as what you were saying, the 190s, which Charlene is talking about, she's talking about in the counties. And what she mean about the 190, she's talking about the different zip codes. So basically in the counties, they don't play. And you know what? That also goes far as politics.
Definitely.
They don't. People say, "Well, damn, the politicians don't care about black people." It's not really that. We don't care about ourselves.
Right.
When we start caring about ourselves and our communities, then they can be like, "Oh, damn, they got a voice."
Right.
Because they actually making a change for themselves. But if we don't care about ourselves, then they don't care.
And that means having town watch meetings, actually forming together, and not just coming out when someone gets shot or someone gets hit by a car, or you just want to march because you felt like you was discriminated by a store that's on the corner of your block or in the middle of your block. That's not the time to form together. The time to form together is when it's nothing happening, when it's quiet, when it's silence, not when it's an uproar and it's a disturbance. Because sometimes people don't pay attention. Honestly, you think people are paying attention when there's an uproar and it's disturbance. It's like, oh, here we go. I'm used to this. Here we go. The same old, same old. Yeah. But when it's quiet and you have an uproar and you have a march, it's like, what's going on? What happened? Now you got my attention because I really want to know what's really happening. We already know somebody got shot. That's why you're marching there. Right. Now you're marching and there's nothing going on. You gotta keep them on their toes. You gotta keep their eyes open, their ears open. It's okay now. I'm paying attention. Now it's a problem because they're actually waking up. Now they're woke. Not they're woke because such got shot. They're woke because now they know that they really need to, stand together. You need to unite. Yep.
Real talk. That's just the way it is. You gotta think about it though. If you have somebody, say like a friend or a family member or a child, right. If you don't see them trying to better themselves, are you going to constantly feed them money, constantly spoil them? You know what I'm saying? You got to show that you want to work hard, and that's the way it is. Like with our communities, everybody want a handout, and I always say that welfare it crippled our community because people use it as a hustle now. Yeah, I mean, people really do need welfare. Don't get it twisted. It's not just African Americans. It's more Caucasians and other people on, on those benefits, I'll say. But I just don't like how our people use that as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? And it cripples families. They use it for a hustle. It's like crazy, yo. But, we're going to go into something else. Lady T, you got any other news topics? If not, we could start with the interview.
No, you know what? I did want to mention about the two young ladies that were attacked in the subway. Did we talk about that?
Oh, no.
We didn't talk about that. The two young ladies that were attacked.
They caught the guy.
They caught him.
Yeah.
They caught him. And it was a racist crime, a hatred crime. I think she was 18 years old when he slit her throat. Just walked up to her and slit her and her sister throat. She didn't make it. The 18-year-old didn't make it. Beautiful young lady. And it was very disheartening to see her father speak about losing his daughter that way. And guess what? Guess what happened? Someone just videoed her dying.
What?
They videoed the attack. They had their phones up.
And we was talking about that.
We always talk about this young man that died in New York that was attacked by the gang. Someone videoed his death. Someone videoed her death. I'm just tired of that. No one could have thought to take their shirt off and wrap it around a girl's neck and try to prevent so much blood from coming out. Maybe she could have made it. No, they just want to have their phone up, recording, making sure they got that moment. And we always talk about how people just glorify death, a gruesome death. Like that's just the popular thing now. It's like, do people wake up saying, I wonder if I'm going to make it, or am I going to die, or am I going to be Insta famous or Facebook famous? Is that's what we come to now? This is what the world has come to? Just be recording someone's death instead of trying to actually help them? I mean, it was sad. I mean, I don't know if we talked about it, but I just can't get past that. It's like you're not safe. No one's safe. 18 years old, a baby. Wow. She's a baby.
Yo, that's just so sick, yo.
Yes. And then he was on the run. No one tried to attack him with a knife. That's like
nobody chased him down.
Nobody chased him down. And I'm thinking about someone trying to hijack a plane with a knife. Let me tell you something. I'm not the biggest person in the world, but I take a risk at flying. Right. For someone to try to hijack a plane with a knife, right? You do the math. We're going to have to take this fool out.
You better.
Somebody's going to have to get stabbed. But at the same time, we're going to wrap your leg up. We're not going to video you dying. for being staff.
Right.
We're gonna have to work together.
Right.
Now we going down this plane, or we gonna go down taking him down.
Right.
And it's just sad. It's just sad. It's just crazy. It's insane. It's really insane. There's just so much hate crimes going on. It's a lot going on. I really can't, talk about all of it because I don't want this to be like a real sad episode because it's really a great episode. But it's just, y'all, you just have to be careful. Be cautious of what's going on around. Just don't allow anyone to walk up to you because people are really out here tripping and trying to take as many souls as they can because they know their time is out. The time is almost out. So you have to take as many people down that they can. And that's the mission right now. So you have to very, very be careful and also stay prayed up to whoever you pray to. Just make sure you stay prayed up. And keep it and teach your family, teach your children. You have to go back to saying, don't talk to strangers, don't accept something from strangers. If somebody needs some help, you have to be real. You have to think about, do they really need help? Because that's a setup. Could be a setup.
Yes.
And it's a shame because if somebody could really need your help, but you're so scared now. Because if I try to help this person, I may not make it back home to my family.
You're right.
And I think like that. And it's just like just gotta walk with me. Just if it's my time, it's my time. Just have things in place. And just like I said, when you leave, your loved ones tell you love them every day. Every day. And if you have a disagreement, don't go to sleep. Not saying I love you and that's okay. We'll take care of it. Like, just don't go to sleep mad at each other.
Right.
Because you just never know when your time is up. And that's that. So now we can get into our happy mode now.
Yeah.
Wipe the tears away and just, shake it off.
Yeah, we actually can start the interview.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to start off with my first question. Charlene, I was reading in your bio that you went to school in Jersey. Are you born and raised in Jersey or are you from Philadelphia?
I was born in Philadelphia, but I lived in Jersey like all my childhood into my adulthood.
Okay. Now I'm picking up a kind of accent on your vocal, your voice.
Yes,
right.
Is this like a?
It's a country accent.
Yeah. I didn't want to.
It's a country accent. Yes.
Yeah. I heard the country twang to your syllables and stuff.
Yeah.
Lady T.
So I just want to start off how I actually met Miss Charlene Tamika Keith, aka Little Mama. I was introduced by a mutual friend of ours, and it pretty much was on the lines of that I want to join her organization, and everything. I mean, we actually went outside and we just talked for like almost a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yes, 45
minutes. I mean, I was just intrigued by everything that she was talking about. It just captivated me because it was like, that's what I'm about, helping and giving back to the community. And like you said before, you may not have the monetary, but if you can just the voice and just volunteer and just bring other people in that may have that,
most definitely,
it'll start somewhere.
Yes.
And I just want to say, I'm just glad that I met you, and that I love meeting positive people like this. So I'm just happy about that.
Thank you very much.
And your bio is awesome. I read it and I just had to print it out. I just had to keep reading over and over. Like, people like this really still exist.
Yeah.
People like this really still exist that really is genuine and believe in giving back to the less fortunate and not looking down on them because you reach a certain level. That then you can say, all right, I'm good now. Next, you gotta work hard as me to get where I'm at.
That's what I was talking about.
That's a lot of mentality that people have.
Yeah.
That's a turn off to me.
Because that's what capitalism does.
Right.
I told you. It breeds individualism.
Right.
Because you think about it, right? Somebody got a nice job, got a good job or whatever, and you like, yo, damn, bro, can I? Are they hiring? Yeah, they are hiring. Oh, what do I got to do to get that position? Oh man, just go call them.
Right.
But hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? You can't tell me how to do. Oh man, I can't tell you right now. I mean, I think they hiring. Matter of fact, I don't think they hiring now. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Crabs in the barrel mentality.
Right.
Keep you down. Like, it's crazy, but that's what some of our own do. And,
they do it a lot.
Yeah, it's just not real people out here that's actually genuinely want to help. You know, everything now is for a reason.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna do this because they gonna do this. No, do it because
Do it from the heart.
Yeah, what happened what happened just doing it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And honestly, everyone, it feels good. I don't know if you notice or not, but if you do something good, you can feel when you feel great. It's like a greatness overwhelming feeling. It's like a burst of energy. It's like, wow, and that felt great. I can sleep at night knowing that I touched someone else, I helped someone else that possibly could have been going down the wrong way or down the wrong path. But my question to you, little mama, is I'm starting calling you little mama too.
Okay.
At what age, like, when did you start, wanting to do this?
I was always a giving and generous person ever since I was young. I would share what I had. I wouldn't give it all to you, but I was a shareable person. I would share. Okay. Being a fire sign of Aries, I'm positive, I'm energetic, I'm on point, but I love hard and I love helping people who need help. I'm not selfish. And being brought up in a church, that kind of put a whole new light onto things.
I'm over here ecstatic because you're Aries.
Yes, I am.
I'm Aries too. When is your birthday?
April 2nd.
You are you special. Little mama special. I just want to let y'all know that. That's awesome. I like that.
Lady T, Aries.
Yes. Yeah. That's us. The fire. Look, we're lovable people.
She said it. Yeah. The fire. Yeah. It's definitely the fire. It's definitely
in us.
And definitely loyal, hardworking people. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, for those who want to, like, some people don't believe.
Yeah,
they don't. Horoscope.
Right.
Listen, my personal opinion with the horoscope thing, it at least has like 30% of your personality is actually kind of right. And I think those the Egyptians was onto something. They was following them stars, studying them stars way before NASA was even thought of.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Line the stars up and yeah, definitely. Right. Moon.
What I want to say is, actually, what I want to ask you is, what is like the name of your organization, and let the listeners know what you actually do.
Okay. I'm trying to start my own nonprofit business. Why? Because there is a need in Philadelphia that children are not eating. Mothers are going without Pampers, baby food, the bare necessities in life that you need. Toiletries, ladies, pads, tampons, just different things that the bare necessities. And what I got a name already. It's called Charlene's Shining Light. And the theme is, I see your struggle. And I kind of put that together because at the end of the tunnel, there's a light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So you struggling, you have to go through these struggles in order to go through the tunnel and see that light. So at one point, I was a young mother, 18 years old, pregnant, young mother. I struggled. I was going to a business school in Philadelphia while living in Jersey. I struggled with my baby, daycare, back and forth on a bus, Pampers. So I feel as though that now that I'm older, God has blessed me, I can be a blessing to other mothers, whether they're young grandmother, Pampers, no matter what it is. I can be some type of help to some mother or grandmother or young mother.
Wow. Yeah,
that's some chills through my
now I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know nobody else is doing this because this definitely needed with both me and Lady T working in the medical field, and I always say that we actually front lines on, far as in the medical field, we in the urban, the stuff that we see, far as with the patients that we deal with. You would think some of these people are living in a third world country. They don't have things, you would think, well, damn, they got the dollar store. You go there, get soap for $1, food for $1, whatever. But people really out here are on hard times and really struggling. And that's why I always say when I get in some dates and talks with people, I always say, like, our people, we are losing on all levels, majorly. And what I mean on all levels, I'm talking about education-wise, economic-wise, health-wise. If your health ain't right, you can't live right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, finances, just the fact that, so many of our own are illiterate, and they don't want the help sometimes because, their foundation didn't raise them to care about wanting to be better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, this is a great thing that you offer because there are a lot of young mothers out here that are raising them. They was raising themselves, first of all.
Yes.
And then now they're young mothers and they don't even properly know how to swipe themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even know about what product to even get or how to go about getting some of these foods for their kids or for themselves. Right. They going out here getting Poppy store platters, eating chicken wings and fries for lunch, breakfast, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
And that ain't living. You know what I mean? And for you to offer things like such as pads, those basic essential needs, that's needed.
You'd be surprised about
exactly
how many
you'd
young
be
women
surprised.
don't even know about it because they weren't taught.
Right.
And not to be smart, but the movie Kira, when the young lady, she didn't even know when she had got her cycle because her mother didn't tell her about it because she felt as though it was a sin.
Right.
That's what's really going on now today. And, I just thought it was a good example to bring that up about how she wasn't even knowledgeable to know what to do. She, she was teased and made fun of, and that can really scar you, just damage you if you're not really, prepared and have the knowledge of simple things like that.
Right.
Wow, it's definitely a blessing.
Yeah. So, when do you actually pass out these products, and how will somebody be able to reach you and be like, listen, I just listened to you on the Hood Jeans podcast. I need to reach out to her because I need some of them things that she's passing out. And you said
donate.
You said the key word too, free, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. I have to point that out that it's free. But here's how it all comes together. I'm an extreme couponer. I coupon like nobody's business. I can go in the store. My total is $80. I know I don't have $80. I come up spending $17. Thank God for the coupons in the store, money rewards, and everything else. So that's how I get everything. But it takes me a whole year to do this. This is not 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the line. Because I need to be able to have enough for everybody. For everybody. And like I said, there's children out there that's not eating. That box of cereal may be their savior for that night or that next day. It's Pop-Tarts that I offer. That Pop-Tart may be something that maybe get them through their day when they're going to school or whatever. Just to have a Pop-Tart. So, if anybody need to reach out to me, I will be giving these items out on August 11th, which is a Saturday, from 1 to 6 p.m. Location, 17th and Butler. On the corner at 17th and Butler, 1 to 6 p.m. Everything is free. And all the items that I will be giving out is baby wipes, baby Pampers, baby lotion, baby food, applesauce, Pop-Tarts, lady toiletries. Everything is name brand. Why? Because these are the coupons that I buy. These are the coupons that I get from the papers. These are the coupons that I switch with other couponers. This is how I make all this happen. I do all this by myself. My only asking is for people to come out and help give this stuff out. That's all I need is the help. I don't need no money. I don't need nothing. I just want to show that there's a need. So when I do open my nonprofit, they can see that there's a need. When I start getting these donations from Target, Rite Aid, CVS, all the favorite stores that I shop at, I can request these things once I start and open my nonprofit.
Well, you got mine. I'll be there. I'll be there. Definitely, I'll be there.
Thank you very much.
I'll be there.
And I also got Shawnette Wilson from Fox 29 circulating my flyer.
Dope.
Yes.
That's major right there. You know, as far as the media, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fox 29, that's major.
Right.
You know what I mean? To spread the word. So do you have an Instagram page that they can actually go to, or just the email?
My real name on Facebook is Charlene Keith. Now, there's a lot of Charlene Keiths, but mine is just Charlene Keith, and it has a picture.
Okay. What about, I see you got an email up here. Would you want to use that email for?
Yes, my email, littlemama402@gmail.com. LITTLEMAMA402@gmail.com. You can get in contact with me at that email address.
Yeah, that's dope. So, and like you said it take a whole year for you to organize because you're doing all this by yourself and collecting all the coupons and all that. So would this be like an annual event, or maybe like? Yes,
this is my second year doing it. The first year I did it at a church that I'm affiliated with Mercy Everlasting Ministries. They moved to Fort Washington, so I just figured I would go in different neighborhoods. I'm old school. What I do is I make my flyers, I print them out, I put them on cards, I go to the market. I'm old school. I put them in a sub. I see young ladies or young mothers or whatever. Here, this is free. So last year when I did do it, a couple of the ladies came and they said, yo, I seen this flyer, or somebody gave me this flyer, somebody told me about this. They still had the flyer that I passed out, So that's how I get the word around. On social media, I'll place it on Facebook. And I know a lot of teams that are in the community. Car, MCs, motorcycle guys, stuff like that. So they'll help me pass the word around also.
Yeah, that's good. You basically hit the streets. The streets are always, a good way to get the word out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like the fact that you said, you old school with it, with the flyers, the paper flyers, this and that. Because, nowadays, everything is done through digital stuff. You know what I'm saying? Social media, because it's a free platform. Right. But the only thing about the social media thing, because I look at it like you actually got to have both. You got to have the digital side, which is, the social media, and the old school way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because social media, some people are they'll click like, they'll never comment. You're like, well, damn, I'm getting all these likes, but where is people actually,
giving their feedback?
They're not giving no feedback, not asking no questions like, where is this event at? You know what I mean? Like, people just sitting back watching. You know what I mean? But I guess it helps, because sometimes people screenshot a picture on Instagram, send it to somebody else. You just don't know if it's being done, I'm a type of person, I just want results. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, that's just my problem with, far as social media promoting on there. But you get a better reaction when you actually in the street and you see somebody physically eye to eye. Yo, this is what I got going, and you actually able to talk to them. And they say, like, oh, this is good, I'm going to pass this out,
Right.
There's nothing better than that kind of real human interaction.
Well, the reason why I'm old school is because, and I put it on cars, because in the morning I park at Erie, the residential area. So when you put a flyer on a car, a big flyer like this, and people see free, they're like, what is this? They don't automatically throw it away, because they see all these products in color. Then they see the word free. So they're going to go tell somebody. Right. They're just going to throw it in their car. They might read it later, but people are visual.
Yep.
People are visual. I see a lot of little cards that people make all fancy and cute and nice. That's very nice. I take those flyers. I look at it, I throw them in my car. But if I see a flyer and it has free on it, that's going to catch my attention.
Yeah.
And I see all these products that's being given away for free. Oh yeah, that's going to catch my attention.
And just by looking at your flyer, they don't even need to know how to read. They could just see the products, and they probably could sound out free.
Right.
And that's what's standing out. So you put that together well, because you got free standing out,
Yes.
and in capitals, and then you got the clear pictures of the products.
Yes.
So even if
Is everything.
even if they can't read or they might recognize the word free, then they see the products, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is something good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Presentation is everything.
I'm a thinker. I think out the box. So, I just think a little differently.
As you should, as you should. So
that's why Aries are the best.
Oh man,
Everything we do.
Team Aries, huh?
Team Aries. Team Aries lives matter.
Oh wow, I hear that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we about to wrap things up. Lady T, is there anything you want to say before we wrap things up?
I'm just excited. I can't wait for the event now.
You know what?
But we didn't do
yeah.
questions that matter.
Yeah.
We didn't do it.
Yeah, we can't wrap it up. We gotta do questions that matter.
You're gonna tweak it. I'm gonna need Ms. One to tweak those questions that matter. And everybody that knows when we do a exclusive interview, when we do these questions, how those questions are. But I'm gonna need Ms. to tweak it up a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tweak it down.
All right, you want me to do all of them? You want me to read out, or you want me to just do this segment, or you?
Let me just ask Charlene, would you be able to answer these questions no matter what kind of questions they are?
These are random questions, it's just random, it's just some fun stuff.
I'm favored by God. Let's go.
All right, now that's what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go.
I said Aries.
This is the questions that matter segment. First question: seafood or sex? Which one could you have every day?
Seafood.
Yep, seafood is lovely. Okay, name 3 things you can't live without.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
And food.
Okay.
Okay. I got one.
Oh, the essential needs of living.
Right.
Yeah.
So name an animal that you would be and why.
I would be a puppy. Why a puppy? Because puppies are loved, puppies are nurtured, and puppies are fun to be around.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
Who's your fantasy celebrity crush, dead or alive?
Idris Elba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What comes to mind when you hear the word boss?
Someone who's not afraid to get their clothes dirty. Someone who takes charge, but makes sure everything is organized from point A to point Z and knows every aspect of the business.
Dope. I like that.
Okay, yeah.
I like that.
Answer.
Okay. Name 1 cartoon character that is similar to you.
Roadrunner. Beep beep.
Roadrunner, huh? That's funny.
Because I'm always on the move. I'm always doing something.
Oh.
Can't hold me down.
I like that. I used to like that cartoon too. That was one of my favorites. I had a Roadrunner, like Big Wheel and all that. Oh, never mind. I gotta relax. Okay. This is the last one. Okay. If you could have one superhero power, which one would you choose? To read people's minds, to fly, or to be immortal?
Read people's minds.
Yeah, that's my choice too. So that wraps up the questions that matter.
Yeah.
You didn't sweat. You calm and collected.
Yeah. Everything.
Yes.
Here we go.
Take that.
Okay.
I had fun with it.
Yeah. So that wraps up this exclusive interview with Charlene. And like I said, Lady T, you got anything to say?
No, that wraps up everything. I mean, she went through those questions like a breeze.
Sure did.
Yes.
And we got to plug her drive, her Pamper Drive and product drive. It's free August 11th.
So on a Saturday.
17th and Butler. That's for those who in the Philadelphia area. I know you know where 17th and Butler at.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
From 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep.
Be there or be square.
Yeah.
Also, too, hit her up if you have more donations or you just want to come out and volunteer.
Yeah. Real talk. Real talk.
So y'all know how we like to end this. Dream hard.
And don't sleep forever.
Peace.
Peace.
You are now an official Hood Genius. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all know what to do.
Hit that follow button